And happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to the Plug Talk Sports live show. This is episode 149. We know this will be difficult to compare to the X space that's going on right now with the former president Elon Musk, but here we are on a Monday night, another episode 149. Just myself, Danny Torres, and Jonka Don't Stop. No Brandon tonight. He should be back next week. We got a lot to talk about tonight. I want to say lots of controversial things on our rundown tonight. But as always, let's talk about our highlights of the week, our plug of the weeks, and shameless plugs. Let's start with good, since last week we started with bad. Jonka, in this past week, tell me something good.
Something good, bro. Uh oh well, I'm gonna say we went this past week. We went to training camp and we went to the preseason game
Mm-hmm.
for the Marlins for the Dolphins and the Falcons. We enjoyed ourselves. The whole team was there. It was really fun. We got some sort of NFL content for you guys,
Yeah.
and I've been waiting for football, any sort of football, for months now, and it's finally here. So now we get to talk about football more often, which is what I wanted to talk about because that's what I usually like to follow. But I'm excited for it. College football in 2 weeks, and then in a month is NFL football. So I'm excited.
For me, no, you're right about that. I mean, getting football back, even if it's preseason, I saw my Cowboys yesterday. I mean, even if it's just preseason, it could be a little bit boring at times, but it was great to have it back. For me, I'm gonna say, man, just going on vacation. As you guys know, this is pretty funny, but believe it or not, Janka and I are actually in the same place, in the same building, in the same room at the same time. He just happens to be outside. I'm inside. We're on vacation right now for the next week, and it's actually the last real week of vacation for me until things start ramping up next week over at Sports with Barry and Nova Southeastern. So getting some rest and recharge in one of our favorite places in the entire planet before I head back home and things get real busy. So always good to come back here and relax. Just to recharge the body and the mind before jumping into your work. So I would have to say going on vacation. Bad. Shameless plug, Janka, in the past week.
Well, I don't know if I would say mine is bad per se, but it would have to be. If you guys don't know, I'm a Patriots fan, and this past Thursday they played against the Panthers, and I wanted to see the number three pick of the draft, Drake May. They only put him in for one drive. It was the second drive of the game, and then they just mostly played Bailey Zappi, and Joe Milton. By the way, Joe Milton played his lights out. Like, he played really good. But I wanted to see more of the top three pick of the draft, see what he could do. I've heard that they're gonna play him this Thursday more. They're gonna play him more, which is what I'm looking for. But I'm kind of disappointed because I was actually kind of looking forward to seeing the draft picks more than seeing Bailey Zappi, who I know is
Yeah.
me not gonna make the team. But it's whatever. It's it's whatever.
Um, for me, it's gonna have to be man. I don't even know how to explain it. How expensive attending a game can be.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, that could be the bad too. Sure. Yeah, explain to
It's
me.
not even it's not even about attending the game.
It isn't.
The fact that it's a preseason game, that's the problem. Obviously, we went to the Dolphins preseason game. Parking was $80. That's for me. That's crazy for a preseason game. The lot was around 3 blocks away. Mind you, all parking was $80 for this preseason game. I mean, Jonka had. What did you have? You had nuggets.
I had three tenders, a small fries, like a little cup, and then a little thing of mac and cheese. All that came out to $40, and they didn't even
No
have.
drink, by the way.
It was a barbecue food truck, and they didn't even have barbecue sauce, bro. If that, I don't know how that has even kept them business, but
No drink, by the way. There was no drinks.
yeah, and they didn't serve any drinks. They're gonna give you hot sauce. They're gonna give you super hot food, but they're gonna give you no drinks. The drinks
Mine
are
was just. Mine was just. Mine happened to be tenders, but we went to a different place. Tenders, fries, and mind you, these were Louisiana style kind of Cajun tenders, so they're a little hot. Uh, Even Brandon had some one tender of mine, and he was like, "This is super hot." Seasoned fries, which could be a little hot sometimes.
if you're not used to it, yeah.
Yeah, and that was about 21.40 if I remember. Yeah, 21.40, and uh, I had to go get a water bottle somewhere else because that place didn't have water. I had to go to a bar actually.
Just before we go, for any, this is a an advice tip for anybody that goes to a food truck. If you go to a food truck and you walk up there and you don't see a menu either on the truck or a QR code or anywhere that gives the prices and the items, you know you're gonna spend a lot of money on food that doesn't equate to the price. Because I found out the hard way, bro. I ordered the tenders, I ordered the mac and cheese and the fries, and it came out to 40. And I I already ordered it. I'm just gonna pay it and whatever. Just end with the day. But the parking was the biggest disappointment to me.
Yeah, that was absurd and crazy to me. So if you're going to a preseason game,
Do not pay for parking. Go Uber.
and also think about if you are going to park, that they're still going to charge you the same way if this was a regular season game or even postseason. So just keep that in mind. Well, we're going to get into our show tonight. The first topic of the evening is the Olympics. The Olympics have finally concluded, came to an end yesterday with the closing ceremonies in Paris. And the United States is taking home first place in the Olympics. As always, this Team USA mostly does. And the results were 40 gold medals, 44 silver medals, 42 bronze medals, and 126 medals in total. Um, China came close in terms of medals, but USA were the clear winners, and we talk about uh, some of the final results. Um, we talk about women's soccer, made it all the way uh, to the final and playing Brazil, and the lonesome goal from Mallory Swanson put them ahead and gave them the gold medal. And I wouldn't say I was disappointed because I kind of wanted the matchup to be USA versus Spain, which I think would have been a really good game. Especially Spain is the world champions, but Brazil defeated them, and of course for Brazil, the legendary Malta played her last ever, I believe, international game. She still plays in Orlando in the NWSL. Um, it was good to see her on the field, and I understand why people wanted Brazil to win, aside from Brazilians themselves, to kind of give Malta, a good farewell. Um, Man, but let me tell you, the front three of, and we've talked about this on the show before, Trinity Rodman, Sophia Smith, and Mallory Swanson were just firing in all cylinders. Um, in the Olympic tournament, and to have a coach like Emma Hayes who came in and with this gold medal kind of put USA back on top after the disaster, that they had at the World Cup in New Zealand and Australia. Um, I'm liking what I'm seeing from this team. Obviously, there was no Alex Morgan. Alex Morgan was not selected to go to the Olympics, but it didn't really seem like they needed her. I think that this is the next generation of U.S. soccer, uh, and especially with Emma Hayes leading the way, I think coaching was a big part of what happened in the last World Cup. And you can see the difference. You can see the difference in just the motivation and the team, and the way that they play and the effort. And they looked dominating, and they're back on top. They got the gold medal, and now I'm excited to see the next World Cup.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to USA. We kicked some ass, like we said we were. I want to talk about more of the men's basketball because I said I wasn't worried, and I told you I wasn't worried. But about USA women's soccer, yeah, bro. Like if it were have been me, I wouldn't have invited Alex Morgan. Maybe if like just for her to,
Leadership and
yeah, but at the same time, like you want to move forward for the future and maybe give somebody an opportunity to play if somebody would have been injured. But I'm okay with it. They won. They got it. Now I am the same way. I wish it would have been Spain and USA in the final because Spain are the World Cup champions. So, eh, I mean, I don't hate it, but I don't love it. I need to see this team continue to grow. The front three are really strong, but I need to see the next World Cup if they can continue to carry this momentum because they have big shoes to fill after these legends have retired already, and I'm expecting Alex Morgan to retire soon. So, eh, I'm impressed, but not that impressed yet.
okay, okay. We talk about USA men's basketball. They take home the gold as well. We've had the Redeem team. This team is dubbed the Avengers. Uh, I said in our plug of the week today that many people were saying that, oh, this is it. The rest of the world has caught up to the Americans in basketball. They're going to get them this time. Well, nope. It's still USA. USA on top, taking the gold in basketball. Let's take a recap of how this Olympics went for them. They started off against Serbia. They took a 110-84 victory. Then they played South Sudan, 103-86 victory. Then they played Puerto Rico, a 104-83 victory. And then they played Brazil in the quarterfinals. It was a 122-87 victory. They played Serbia again. This one made me sweat. It was only a 95-91 victory. They were down 17 at a certain point, and it was not looking good, Janka. It really was not looking good. But in the fourth, it was KD stepping up. It was LeBron stepping up. Steph Curry stepping up. Devin Booker hitting an important three. Someone that was being criticized the entire time, which is Joel Embiid, he stepped up big time. And they were able to come back from 17 and win that game. And let me tell you, I think Serbia really messed up when Bogdanovic started hitting Carmelo Anthony's celebration. That pissed LeBron James off. And we know, especially being in Miami, that a pissed off LeBron James is not good LeBron that you want to face. And it helped the team. The team woke up from that, and then they were able to pass Serbia, and Serbia was just left heartbroken. And then, of course, the gold medal game against France, a 98-87 victory to give them the gold. And once again, the Americans are champions.
Yep. Hey, what, bro? What I tell you, bro? What I say? I never wavered, bro. I was not worried. Now the Serbia game, when I saw they were down 17, I think it was like around the half or around,
Yeah.
I don't know when it was.
In the third, it was still 17.
They were making these crazy threes, bro. But I'm telling you right now, that game would have not been won if it wasn't for Steph Curry matching them in firepower that entire game, bro. That whole, if it wasn't for Steph Curry hitting those threes, bro, or just having a crazy first half, that game would have been by 50 because there was no life in that team. It was Steph Curry hitting crazy threes, giving these crazy passes to LeBron, and that's what. And then that dunk from Embiid, I think, was the catalyst, which gave them the emotion. Like, oh, all right, the guys, let's you know what, let's put the batteries on, bro. Like, let's stop putting in hover mode. Hey, I just told you, bro. When we actually care, bro, and we actually like give a crap, ain't nobody beating us, bro. Think about this. We had some young players playing, but most of them were veterans, bro.
Yeah.
LeBron, KD, Steph, bro. Like, you're telling me the entire world is they can't beat veterans and old LeBron James, who's still good, but still, but like, come on. I just said it from the beginning, weeks ago. I was not concerned about that South Sudan game. And so, I told you, bro, the whole time, bro, it doesn't matter what happens. Ain't nobody stopping LeBron, Steph, KD, Embiid, Bam Bam. Bro, Bam Bam showed out, not gonna lie. He played really good,
He did.
which shows respect the Miami Heat, by the way. And then I love the commentary from Dwayne Wade.
Yep.
Like, if you guys don't know, if you didn't listen to it, I would suggest going back and listening to his commentary. But yeah, bro, like I told you, bro. I wish Brandon was here because Jason Tatum got some minutes and
Oh, man.
he got some trash. But
Jason Tatum.
what did they say though, bro?
Well, I'm hearing some chatter that Steve Kerr is going to step down from coaching the national team, and that Eric Spoelstra is going to become the head coach.
Or Ty Lue, right?
Yes, but it's mostly going to be Eric Spoelstra.
I think everybody prefers Spoelstra.
Yeah, which I think it's
the
if it's
reason
so
for
in the
that,
first place.
I think the reason why I think it's going to be Spoelstra is because Anthony Edwards likes Spoelstra, and I think Anthony Edwards is the next face of the NBA.
I'll be honest with you. I think the only person on that team that really was like rocking with Steve Kerr was Steph. Outside of that, I mean, I think LeBron would have preferred Spoelstra.
Yeah, true. I think KD didn't mind it, but I think
Well, also, yeah, KD, that was his coach as well in Golden State.
Could have been awkward maybe at times because you know how it ended in Golden State, but overall, I think everybody got their turns except for Jason Tatum, who, I mean, besides when he played, he couldn't hit a lick. He couldn't throw a golf ball into the ocean, but that's neither here nor there, Brandon. But overall, they kicked ass, like I said they would.
They did. They did. Let's go to the women's team. Their first game was versus Japan, was a 102-76 victory. Then they played Belgium, was an 87-74 victory. Then it was against Germany, 87-68 victory. Then they go to the quarterfinals. It was an 88-74 victory over Nigeria. In the semifinals, it was a 85-64 victory over Australia. And then in the finals, it was a 67-66 victory over France to give them the gold medal. It was almost kind of the same game for the men's versus Serbia,
Yeah,
but France women's kept it close all the way to the final second, and they hit a shot that obviously was a clear two,
scared me, bro.
banked it in, and I think what scared me the most is that at first there was a little confusion. We thought it was a foul, and they would have
But
been
then
sending them to the free throw line to tie this game up. But it happened not to be a foul, and it ended that way, 67-66 for USA to take home the gold medal. But it was a very close game.
that game, I mean, like, how do I say this? The last shot, besides that last shot from France, which put it down by one, besides that last shot, bro, I'm not gonna say it was luck for USA for to having won that game,
Yeah,
but France was 1 for 11 from three that fourth quarter. If France just makes one more three, so go 2 for 11, that's a whole different ball game. So I gotta give a shout out to what's her name, Brianna Stewart,
yeah,
who had a crazy defense and a crazy that's what caused that missed air ball three, and which basically iced the game to me. But hey, you gotta give the credit where credit is due. But I will say this, bro: if USA would have lost that game, it would have looked bad. Because and you already know where I'm going with this, but for not having invited Kaylin
Caitlin
Clark
Clark.
or Angel Reese, either one of them doesn't matter, or even invited them to the 3v3. If USA won the bronze for 3v3, but if they would have gone silver for the women's, it would have looked really bad, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, after all the trash talk, all the disrespect, not inviting them because they feel like, oh, she doesn't deserve a spot because she's too young, this and that. At the same time, you could have just sat her on the bench and not played her, and people and millions would have just watched her sit there just because she's there. So, I mean, and I'm pretty sure they blew out team by 30, and you could have just played her, and you would have. I'm not gonna get this. I'm not gonna get into the CC stuff, but overall, they didn't look as dominant as they should have, being as they have the best women's basketball talent in the world in USA. I'm gonna leave it at that, bro, because I was not really that impressed, bro. I love the girls, Kelsey Plum, Sabrina, Asia Wilson. I wish they would have invited Ogumbawale, but she declined. But hey, no matter what, they got gold. That's what matters.
Yeah, I agree, and I think it's important that both USA uh, teams, men's and women's, take home the gold. And I know, I think the rules are a little different on in the 3-on-3, um, play, but I think mostly everyone focuses on the full 5-on-5.
Yeah,
Um,
but even if the 3v3 doesn't get as much coverage, just knowing that CC and Angel Reese would be playing, that would have gotten so much coverage and so much attention that you could make an argument that the popularity of 3v3 would have elevated just because of them two being there, just them two being there, bro.
yeah, I agree. And even I mean Haley Van Lith, um,
She's in college. She's still in LSU,
Paige Buchers.
bro. Like, I don't understand who am I? Forget it, bro. Before I lose my mind,
Go into it. Go into it. Go into it.
like, what is the committee or whoever decides who goes where, who gets invited or not? What are you doing? I feel like this. I'm not gonna get it. I don't want to say it's a political issue, but
Yep.
at the same time, you're inviting a college player who hasn't played in the pros yet to the Olympics. But when you have a superstar in Caitlin Clark and another and a great rebounder and 4 or 5 position at Angel Reese, who are breaking records, and the second half of the season is about to start next week,
Yeah.
and you're not inviting them to the 3v3. Like, are we there? Are we serious right now? The All Star Game MVP Agumba Wale declined playing for the Olympic team. But damn, bro, at least invite her to the 3v3. It couldn't hurt. It really couldn't hurt. I guarantee you, Clayton Clark, Angel Reese, and Gumba Wale would have won gold. I on my life, I put everything on it.
So you're saying that the younger players, if they would have been invited, they still would have won gold.
Can you tell me, besides Haley Van Lith, who are the other two that played?
Yeah.
There you go. Point made.
Yeah. That's true.
You know, Haley Van Lith is my girl. No disrespect, but I'm just saying. The other two, I don't know who you are. Sorry, whoever you are. But still.
No, you do have a point. You do have a point. But anyways, now we're going to keep on with the Olympics, but something unfortunate that happened in the Olympics. And we're talking about the U.S. gymnast Jordan Childs in her first ever Olympics. Look, she took home overall with the team the gold medal, but in her individual, she won a bronze medal. So a couple days ago, the Olympic Committee deemed that she must give back her bronze medal, and she was stripped of the bronze medal, and we'll tell you why. So, in gymnastics and in the Olympics, after a routine, you have 1 minute to challenge a score. After Jordan Childs finished, she was not in third place. She was actually in fifth, but she challenged the score of someone else who ended in third, and that challenge was accepted and moved her up to third, which ended up giving her the bronze.
Okay.
That's not the problem. The problem lies that you only have 1 minute after the routine is over to challenge. Romania, who, by the way, did not challenge Jordan Childs' score within the minute deadline, went to the Court of Sport Arbitration to bring the case that Childs, first of all, did not challenge the other country's score within the minute deadline. But they wanted to challenge the difficulty of her score. And after further review, the International Olympic Committee decided that it was true, that they made a mistake, and the ruling is that the bronze medal will now go to the Romanian gymnast and will strip Jordan Childs of her bronze medal, which today it was made official that an appeal on that decision has been blocked, and the decision is final to strip her of the medal. And you can only imagine, no matter the age, because Jordan Childs is young and this is her first Olympics, what that makes her feel. And second of all, if I'm the gymnast from Romania, is that really the way you want to win? Like, if it was me personally, I wouldn't feel good. Like, I wouldn't feel good that that's the way I got my medal. I personally wouldn't feel victorious or proud of it. And also, Jordan Childs and her camp are now, citing things like racism and stuff like that. It's something that can't happen. If you're going to make a decision, I think this is very similar, and I'll bring this comparison up. I think it's very similar to when Steve Harvey read the card in Miss Universe and it had the wrong winner. And then later came back and said, no, this is the actual real winner. Even though that was not Steve Harvey's fault.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Olympics' fault.
Yeah.
You cannot get it wrong. And then later, days later, when this poor girl is probably on a plane heading home from
Celebrating. Yeah.
Paris, and now you tell her you must give that medal back.
I ain't giving you anything back, boy.
That is a very just awful thing to do. And I don't agree with it at all.
Yeah. I'm in the same boat. It's it's low key kind of sus, man. Like because you did what you had to do. You challenged within the minute, if I'm correct. She challenged within the minute,
Yes.
and the Romanians are saying that she what
That she didn't. But
within
yeah,
the minute.
that she didn't, but then they wanted to challenge her score because they didn't get to challenge within the minute because she was the last performance. So
That's not
because they didn't get the challenge, they went to the court of arbitration to file their motion.
so. But isn't it after every performance they get the 1 minute to challenge?
Yes, but they didn't get to.
They didn't. See, that's what I'm talking about. It's low key sus, because she finished her performance. She had the minute. She questioned the outcome, and now all of a sudden, way after that, Romania had their performance. They didn't get to question or didn't get to challenge,
Yeah.
even though they already went and they had the chance. I don't know, bro. That seems kind of sus. Like for those out there that don't know what sus means, it's suspicious or suspect. So, hey, bro, that I don't. I heard what you said that they're calling for a racist or like some sort of racism towards it. I don't know if it's like that, but I will say from what I'm understanding, it's some sort of corruption towards the United States, bro. I I've seen we've seen multiple instances, bro, that France has not been showing any favorable emotions or attitude towards the United States. This this Olympics, bro. They have not been nice to us no matter what. Think about it. What would have happened if we would have gotten that extra gold medal? We would have had the lead and they took it away.
Well, it would have been an extra bronze.
Or an extra bronze, sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But still, hey, they're just butthurt because we beat them in basketball. We beat them in women's basketball. We beat them in everything whatever other thing
You
they
kind of beat everyone in everything.
everything. Yeah, I know. My brother's calling me. What the hell? Yeah, bro. If I'm the United States, I would I would try to represent her and trying to get that bronze medal back, bro.
I don't know going forward from this after the decision today that there's no appeal and the decision is final. If there's anything that will move forward from this, or if they will leave this alone. Um, I don't know what U.S. Gymnastics will do.
Whatever they can do, any if there's any way that they can try to get that bronze back, because they have a legit reason to sue. Because, like I said, they also had an opportunity to challenge. They didn't use the 1 minute after their performance.
Yeah.
USA did. They were smart. They challenged it no matter what the outcome was. If the challenge comes out that she was fifth, oh well, she was fifth, third, fourth, first, whatever it came out to. But she challenged. Romania being irresponsible or just lacking the I don't know how do you say the intelligence to use it
Mm-hmm.
when you could just make sure that they got it right. They didn't use it. Okay, that's it. Since they decided not to use it, and it was time's up, you can't use it anymore. That's it. Whatever's final is final. And now all of a sudden, because they're butthurt because now she's bronze. Oh, now they need to take it back. Oh, we didn't get to use it. I'm like,
Man, I just
telling you, bro, there's some sort of corruption there, bro. There
it's
has
just it's just like now it just opens a path of like, okay, I didn't get to use it. I didn't get to challenge within a minute. I can just go to the court of arbitration and challenge it, and you can just start snatching medals from people. If you think about it.
hey, if no matter what, if she doesn't get the bronze, if I'm the United States, I'm paying for a especially made bronze medal just for her, saying screw them. This is my bronze with diamonds on it, just to add
That would be a good gesture.
because she got screwed out of a medal which she worked hard for and she got it and she was within the rules.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, just imagine. I'm just saying, like, just imagine. Just imagine as an athlete putting all that hard work in for 4 years and have that happen. I can't imagine like what that feels like.
Hey, bro.
It's kind of heartbreaking.
Exactly, man. Like, I don't know what else to do, bro. I don't know what else to say. That's corruption if I haven't seen it. That sounds like Fidel Castro kind of acts to me.
Okay, that was the end of our Olympic talk. Let's get into NFL preseason week 1. I'm going to read you the scores. So, your New England Patriots defeated the Carolina Panthers 17-3. The New York Giants defeated the Detroit Lions 14-3. Houston Texans defeat the Pittsburgh Steelers 20-12. Miami Dolphins defeat the Atlanta Falcons 20-13. Philadelphia Eagles defeat the Baltimore Ravens 16-13. New York Jets defeat the Washington Commanders 20-17. Chicago Bears plummeting the Buffalo Bills 33-6. That's one hell of a score. Minnesota Vikings defeat the Las Vegas Raiders 24-23. Green Bay Packers defeat the Cleveland Browns 23-10. Tampa Bay Buccaneers defeat the Cincinnati Bengals 17-14. The Jacksonville Jaguars defeat the Kansas City Chiefs 26-13. The Tennessee Titans defeat the San Francisco 49ers 17-13. The Seattle Seahawks defeat the Los Angeles Chargers 16-3. The New Orleans Saints defeat the Arizona Cardinals 16-14. Los Angeles Rams defeat the Dallas Cowboys 13-12. And the Denver Broncos defeat the Indianapolis Colts 34-30. Janka, NFL preseason week 1, who was the most impressive?
Most impressive. Well, it's not going to be any of the Dolphins or the Atlanta Falcons. I can tell you that much. Man, I think, bro, besides everything, I'm going to be honest here. Where is it? I have it here. So where is it? Bro, what the hell? I had it here. Me cago en la madre esto, coño. Bro, am I blind? Oh my god.
I'll go.
Yeah, bro, because this is ridiculous.
For me, I'm going to have to say the most impressive team. Bro, like, if you're putting up 33 points in a preseason game in week 1 of the preseason, like, it's over the Bills. It's 33-6, man. Like, how can you not give them most impressive in week 1? Obviously, we know when it gets to the season, like, things will be different with the Bears, but man, like, you got to give it to them. And, Caleb Williams, 2 field goal drives in preseason, debut. Got to give it to them, man. like I said, it's the Bears. They don't get much praise. Uh, this is their moment to shine.
I'm gonna have to give it. I just got it here to the Broncos, 34-30 against the Colts. But I'm gonna give the shout out to Bo Nix, former Oregon quarterback. Boy had a touchdown, 125 yards. And he went 15 for 21 in attempts. So Boy was over 60% completion with a QB rating of 102.3 for a rookie quarterback.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let people know right now. The Broncos, I'm not saying they're anything crazy, but if somehow the Broncos have found their quarterback, this AFC is gonna be loaded, and especially that they're in a division with the Jaguar. No, my bad. With the Kansas City Chiefs, the Raiders, and the Chargers, bro. I'm telling you, we better hope the Bo Nix is not something special, bro. Because dang, like with all the other quarterbacks in the AFC, if he somehow like I don't expect him to be crazy winning in a crazy winning standings this year
Yeah.
because of all the other teams, but just as long as they make it a hard fought game, just gives people your respect. And I'm definitely going to be watching the next game for the Denver Broncos. I need to see him again. But if he does that again, Daniel,
So you're
mark my
saying
words,
you
bro.
think you think the Denver Broncos could be something to watch this upcoming year?
I think so, bro. I think so.
Okay.
I think they're that one team that nobody would have thought to be that much of a sleeper.
You said you picked your sleeper team last year. Last year you said your sleeper team was the Detroit Lions. Who's your sleeper team this year? Are you gonna go with Denver?
No, it's not going to be Denver. I last year I told you the Lions were sneaky, and I told y'all, you and Brandon, that Jared Goff was good.
And before that, the year before that, if I'm not wrong, you chose the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, too bad. I mean, they didn't do bad, but
They
they were
didn't do
like,
bad.
man, the sleeper team for this year, bro. I think looking at the teams here, what do you by sleeper? Do you mean a team that you wouldn't think that to
You
make the
wouldn't.
playoffs?
No one thinks that they're going to do something, but they surprise people.
What do you mean by do something?
Be competitive.
Okay. Uh, I'm gonna have to say the Minnesota Vikings.
That is a statement. That is a hot take right there.
I've been watching JJ McCarthy, bro. He had a really good preseason game too. With we saw Justin Jefferson on his reaction, bro. A double JJ effect with Jordan Addison. Hey, I'm telling you right now, if JJ McCarthy is an is the next guy for them, my God, bro. Hey, I warned you, bro. I
That
warned
that's
you.
that's. I mean, bro. That's
Because we know what Jordan Addison has coming out of USC, what he did that first year. We know what Justin Jefferson is. They got TJ Hawkinson. I'm telling you right now, bro.
okay.
They're,
Minnesota Vikings. It is.
they're low key scary. And JJ McCarthy, having come off the championship with Michigan, he has that IQ. He has that winning mentality. He has a good arm. I'm telling you right now, Daniel, bro. I'm telling you, just watch out for the Vikings, just in case.
Who would be your most disappointing team of preseason week one?
Disappointing.
I'm gonna have to go Detroit Lions, only putting up 3 points against the New York Giants.
Uh I think the Lions are more starter heavy and not like backup good. I think I think when you put their starters in, they're going to be really good. But I think just having their backups in doesn't really show what they can do. We all know Amonra and Sam Laporta, Jared Goff, Jameer Gibbs, who just got injured with a
Yeah.
hamstring injury. He'll be out for 2 weeks, but that shouldn't be a problem. He'll be ready. Uh, I think I think it's gonna have to be the Bills, bro. To me,
Okay, only
I
putting.
need to see Josh Allen come out with Shakir and Keon Coleman from FSU. I need to see Keon Coleman be that next guy to step up and be that next Stephon Diggs that they lost this offseason.
Yeah.
And who I think Keon Coleman, despite me being a UM fan, and he's a Seminole, I think he's gonna be really good. That people are. I'm telling you, bro. I don't really go for Seminoles that much, but I'm telling you, this guy is crazy. Keon Coleman is a difference maker,
Look,
and I think he's gonna lead. He's gonna be the reason that the Buffalo Bills win the AFC East. Despite
listen.
having the Dolphins 11-6.
We saw this guy. We saw this guy in person, but I was pretty impressed with him, and I have to say, Jalen Wright.
Oh yeah, he did good.
I was
I
pretty
told you.
impressed with him.
I told you. I what I've been saying. I know my stuff, bro. They didn't put him in the game until when the moment they put him in the game, he made a difference.
That man was shifty. Was getting first. Was making people's miss. Was getting first downs. He looked good. That guy deserves to be on the roster.
And Malik Washington, shout out to him from Virginia. He was actually a good punt returner. Not gonna lie.
He was doing well as well in the position. Skylar
Deontay,
Thompson.
he eh, he had some good throws. Some good throws.
But he did way better than Mike
And
White. I
Mike
will
White,
say.
yeah, 100% better than Mike White. But that O line, bro, Portes, they've lost. I think yesterday or today they just announced they lost another one to a torn ACL.
Yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
that Dolphin O line is gonna be. Boy, I'm telling you, bro. I told you months ago, before the schedule even came out, that I don't have the Dolphins even making the playoffs, bro.
That's. I think that one's a stretch as well.
If you just, bro, trust, when we get off of this thing, you look at their schedule, but then also besides their schedule, look at all the teams in the AFC, and you're telling and look with having the Buffalo Bills up there and Kansas City obviously being up there, the Texans being up there. There's not that many spots left. And with the Dolphins O line being that battered and Tua being eh, eh, it's not looking good to me. I know they got weapons. I know Tua and Tyreek and Waddle are good. But can Tua overcome a bad O line? And history shows if you can't protect the quarterback, which is the main part of the damn game,
Especially him.
especially him with the issues, it's not gonna look good. And they couldn't even beat the good teams. Remember that they had a losing record against good teams. And I think the last year was like their better O line than this year.
Yeah.
If results don't show, I'm telling you right now, bro, Mike McDaniel is gonna be on the hot seat. I'm letting you know, Daniel.
They got to do something. I mean, when you got the fastest team in the league, you got to do something, man.
You're gonna see me here next year laughing for the garbage that they displayed this coming season.
Only time will tell.
Yep, that's the only thing we have.
Second to last topic of the night. Sergei Bobrovsky, goalie of the Florida Panthers, was named number 7 in top 10 goalies.
Blasphemy.
Well, you think to yourself, well, who else was named on top of him? Well, We'll tell you. Let me pull up the list here. Just had it a second ago. Scroll down. I have it saved. There it is. Number 1 from the New York Rangers, Igor Shesterkin. Connor Hellebuyck from the, I believe is the Canadians or the Maple Leafs. Yeah, it's the Maple Leafs. Andre Vasilevsky from the Tampa Bay Lightning. Jeremy Swayman from the Boston Bruins. Ilya Sorkin from the New York Islanders. Thatcher Demko. Then we got Bobrovsky. Then we get Jake Odinger from the Stars. Juice Saros from the Predators. And Linus Ullmark from the Senators. Listen, Bobrovsky took out number 1, number 3, and number 4. Won the Stanley Cup. Was a big reason, even though he had 2 or 3 games that he kind of struggled.
I don't even put this on him.
But is a big reason why the Panthers have gotten so far. Last year that they lost to the Las Vegas Golden Knights, but this year, I think both years is a big reason why the Panthers made it all the way. And again, he won the Stanley Cup. I think his performance, like how can you have him all the way at number 7, especially when he beat the goaltenders that 1, 3, and 4? It doesn't make any sense to me. For me, Sergei Bobrovsky should be listed as number 1.
Who made that list?
This is actually made by the NHL Network.
Bro, hold me back before I throw my laptop off the balcony. Because that makes absolutely no sense, bro. Like, me having to listen to the most annoying commentary during every single game in these NHL playoffs, every single one, bro, was glazing the other team's goalie, bro. It was the most annoying thing. Oh, this guy's the best goalie in the playoffs. Oh, there go the Panthers. They beat that team. Oh, the next team. Oh, this guy has the best goalie in the playoffs. Oh, we beat that team. Oh, the next one. Oh, best goalie in the playoffs. They never give him the respect he deserves. The Panthers made the Stanley Cup Finals twice in a row, well, 2 in a row. They lost the first one and lost the second one, but still, they made the finals 2 times in a row. And yet, somehow, some way, after winning it this year, you have Borocki.
Keep it what I say. Sergei Bobrovsky.
Borocki. With the extra. How do you have him at 7? That is the most moronic list I've ever heard, bro. You said that he beat number 1, 3, and 4.
4, yes.
What happened to 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10?
And what's crazy, hey, think about it. Out of those top 10, goaltender from the Edmonton Oilers was not on there. And he made the Stanley Cup final.
So the consistency is not there. To me, they just do not like Florida because they can't beat us, which nobody beat us, and you can't join us because you were hating on Florida, bro. Every single NHL, NFL, NBA, MLB, they hate Florida teams, bro. I'm telling you, we're being targeted no matter what. The same thing with the Heat. They never give us the respect. They never talk about us. But yet we've made the Eastern Conference Finals. We've made the finals. We've won this. We beat the Celtics. We didn't, and they still don't give us the respect, bro. I'm telling you right now, bro. Don't even sweat this anymore, bro. Every list that comes out, I'm not even gonna listen to it anymore. We already know who's number 1. El Borocki, de verdad.
I agree with you. I think Bobrovsky should be number 1. Final topic of the night, NBA Christmas Day games have been revealed, which, by the way, respect to the NFL, but this will always be, Christmas will always be the NBA's holiday. Tell me how you feel about these games. We've got San Antonio Spurs visiting the New York Knicks. We've got a matchup of the Western Conference Finals, the Minnesota Timberwolves at the Dallas Mavericks. We got the Philadelphia 76ers visiting the Boston Celtics. We got the Los Angeles Lakers visiting the Golden State Warriors. And then we've got the Denver Nuggets visiting the Phoenix Suns. I'll tell you my piece. Spurs and Knicks, kind of a weird matchup to put on Christmas Day. I mean, like, you got Wembayama and stuff like that. Okay, but I don't know. It's a weird Christmas Day game.
They're
Then
playing bro.
we got Timberwolves and Mavericks. Okay, matchup of the Western Conference Finals. I would have liked Mavericks and Celtics on Christmas Day. I think that would have been good. Sixers and Celtics on Christmas Day. Okay. Lakers and Warriors, they did have good matchups last year. But, they got to throw LeBron on Christmas Day.
It's the Steph Curry and LeBron James matchup. You gotta have it. Especially now with the Olympics, you gotta have it.
Yeah, but, you always got to throw LeBron on Christmas Day. And then Nuggets and Suns.
I don't hate it. But I would have liked
it's another random matchup.
I would have liked to have seen the Nuggets and the Timberwolves.
Yeah.
And then the Spurs versus the Suns. KD versus Wembayama. That would have been a nice ass matchup to me.
I would have liked Suns and Pelicans.
Yeah, that too.
I would have liked
Zion, boys.
Man,
we're in the heat in this, bro. We're in the heat in this.
I really don't. I'm not vibing with this year's Christmas Day games, to be honest with you.
Me neither, bro. Me neither. I mean, obviously, I know might be because we don't have the Heat playing, but
no, I like to see good basketball. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not vibing with the matchups.
Bro, lately, bro, just basketball hasn't been hitting lately, bro. Like, this playoffs has been boring, bro. Besides the Timberwolves Nuggets series, I wasn't really entertained by any other series, bro. And so with these matchups, I need some drama in these matchups. I need some sort of storyline.
In the final 2 minutes, let's rank these matchups. I'll tell you mine. From best to worst. At number 1, I think for me, the most entertaining one and fun one to watch will be Lakers Warriors.
Yeah, 100%.
At 2, for me, will be Timberwolves Mavericks.
Mm-hmm.
At number 3, this is tough, man. At number 3, I'm going to go Nuggets and Suns. At number 4, I got to go Spurs, Knicks, and at last, I'm putting 76ers and Celtics.
I'm going to agree with that list, but I'm flipping the last two. So I want to see Embiid and Tatum go at it.
Okay. So you're going to have Spurs and Knicks last.
Yeah, I don't know what that Spurs Knicks matchup is.
Very random.
I would have liked to have seen the Knicks.
Miami, New York.
Bro, that would have been something, bro. Or New York versus
Brooklyn. You can give me Brooklyn.
Nah.
Just because it's New York, New York.
No. It would have to be
Knicks, Clippers?
No. It would have to be, I'm thinking, bro. I'm going through all the teams in my head.
Knicks, Magic.
Yes, I'll take that.
I would have taken that.
That's good. Bro, and especially now when Embiid has Paul George, that Celtics game is going to be nice. To me, it's going to be nice.
I'm just not vibing with that matchup, bro.
Bro, I need a drama. I need some sort of drama. When the Cavaliers and the Warriors were playing in the finals every year, the anticipation for that Christmas game, because you knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
But they played that it was like a finals game.
Yeah.
Because it was like the thing. But now there's for them not putting the finals matchup as the Christmas game, they flopped. They flopped on that. That's it.
I agree.
They lost my viewership.
I agree. Well, that is all the time we have on Plug Talk Sports tonight. We hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Keep up with all of our social media, and as always, we always appreciate the time and support that you guys just watch us and all of our social media. We really appreciate it. And we hope you guys have a great rest of your night and a great rest of your week. Good night.
Support the troops.